It is with immense joy that we begin this moment together, a special time to reflect on the transformative power of gratitude in our lives. Taking a moment to give thanks is not just an act, it is a force that renews our hearts and brings us closer to something greater, closer to God. When we truly pay attention to what surrounds us, we realize that even in the midst of difficulties, there is always something we can deeply be grateful for. Gratitude holds a transformative power that is often underestimated. When we allow ourselves a pause, a brief moment to reflect on the countless blessings we receive daily, we realize that life is filled with gifts, even when they come disguised as challenges. It is with this perspective that we start this special moment, a space dedicated to embracing the best in our lives and expressing our recognition to the Creator. Giving thanks is not just a formality, it is a gesture that changes how we see the world, opens doors in our minds and hearts, and deeply connects us with the goodness of God. Take a look around you. Think about everything you've experienced so far. How many times did the path seem difficult, almost impossible, yet you managed to move forward? How often, even in the midst of pain or doubt, did something happen that renewed your strength, brought fresh hope, or pointed you in an unexpected direction? That is not a coincidence. God, in His infinite goodness, is always present, guiding us, strengthening us, and often sustaining us in ways we cannot fully understand. Gratitude is the act that allows us to see these divine interventions in our lives, reminding us that we are never truly alone, no matter how the circumstances might suggest otherwise. At times, we become so consumed by routine, problems, and the pressures of daily life that we fail to notice the blessings that surround us. The sun rising each morning, bringing with it a fresh chance to begin anew. The air we breathe, so constant that we almost forget its significance. Family, friends, and the small gestures of love that warm our hearts. All of these are expressions of God's care, signs of His presence in every detail of our existence. Even difficult moments carry a purpose, for it is through adversity that we grow, learn, and become stronger. Now close your eyes for a moment and allow yourself to feel. Feel the peace that comes from knowing you are cared for, that you are loved. Connect with this force that guides your journey and is always ready to renew your strength. This is the moment to say thank you, not just with words, but with your entire being. Be thankful for everything you have, for every little thing that makes a difference in your life. Be grateful for your health, for your relationships, for the smiles, and even for the tears, because they hold their own value. Every experience, whether good or challenging, contributes to the person you are becoming, and that is something to celebrate. God wants you to prosper, to reach new heights in your life, but He also wants you to recognize the blessings you already have, for it is through acknowledgement and gratitude that we find the strength to move forward. When we are grateful, we open our hearts to new possibilities, to new miracles. Gratitude is a doorway that leads to renewal and transformation. No matter what is happening in your life right now, whether it is a time of abundance or difficulty, there is always something to be thankful for. There is always something that shows us God is with us, even in the moments when it feels hardest to sense His presence. And as we reflect on all of this, we come to understand that gratitude is more than a feeling. It is a practice, a daily choice. It is an exercise that keeps us connected to what truly matters. It is a constant reminder that even when things seem out of control, there is a greater force working in our favor. God never abandons us. He is present in every step we take, in every decision we make, offering the guidance and support we need to overcome the challenges we face. Think about your own journey. Reflect on everything you have overcome, the lessons you have learned, and the people who have crossed your path. Every moment, every encounter has a purpose. Nothing happens by chance. By recognizing this and valuing each detail, we draw closer to the Creator. This is the power of gratitude. It transforms our perspective, helps us see the world more clearly and with greater hope. It strengthens us, inspires us, and gives us the courage to keep moving forward. In this moment, allow yourself to deeply feel this connection. Imagine yourself surrounded by a light of peace, a light that comes from God Himself, bringing comfort to your heart and clarity to your mind. That light is always present, even when you may not perceive it. God is with you, now and always. And he rejoices when you acknowledge this, when you remember to give thanks. Gratitude doesn't only bless the one who receives it, it also transforms the one who offers it, bringing joy, strength, and hope. May this moment be a turning point, an opportunity to renew your spirit and fill your heart with gratitude. May you leave this time with a new perspective, more aware of the blessings surrounding you, and more eager to share that gratitude with the world. And above all, may you feel the constant presence of God guiding every step of your journey today and always. God, in his infinite goodness, constantly blesses us with gifts we often fail to notice. These blessings, both subtle and profound, are present in the simplest details of our existence: the smile of a stranger, the breeze that brushes our face, the warmth of the morning sun. When we pause to recognize these manifestations of divine care, we are led into a state of deep reflection. We are reminded that even when we face challenges, he is always by our side, guiding our steps, offering support, and planting seeds of hope in our hearts. As you reflect on your own life, you may realize how things that seem small, almost invisible, can carry an enormous impact. A word of encouragement at the right time, an unexpected act of kindness, a sense of peace amidst chaos, these are all ways God reveals his presence in our lives. He never stops giving us what we need, even when we don't understand his plans. Every situation, every encounter, every challenge has a greater purpose, even if that purpose becomes clear only with time. This is why gratitude shouldn't be reserved only for the big events, the visible achievements, or the obvious joys. We must also learn to give thanks for the lessons hidden within difficulties. After all, aren't those the moments that shape us, that teach us to be stronger, more resilient, and more confident in God's presence? It is during times of trial that we discover our true capacity, that we learn to trust fully in the Lord and surrender to his will. Now, close your eyes once again and imagine every moment of your life as a glowing point along a long road. Some points are bright and radiant, while others are darker, harder to navigate. But even in those moments of darkness, there was always a light, perhaps small, almost imperceptible, that guided you, that helped you take the next step. That light is God. He is always there, even when he seems distant, even when life feels too heavy to bear. And when we recognize this, when we give thanks for that constant light, we open our hearts to receive even more of his love and grace. In this moment, allow yourself to embrace peace. Let the Lord's tranquility fill your heart and calm your thoughts. Take a deep breath and feel how the divine presence is here, now with you. Think of all the things you can be grateful for. Think of the people who have left their mark on your life, who offered you support, who taught you something valuable. Be thankful for the opportunities that came your way, even those that seemed small or insignificant at first, but in some way opened doors to something greater. Give thanks for the challenges you have faced, the battles you have won, and even for the ones you are still fighting, for they are shaping you, strengthening your faith, and drawing you closer to God. Gratitude is not just a gesture, it is an attitude, a conscious choice to see God's goodness in everything around us. When we choose to be grateful, our perspective shifts. We begin to see possibilities where we once saw problems and find hope where we once felt despair. This change in perspective brings us closer to God's purpose for our lives, helping us walk with more confidence and live with greater joy. God wants you to prosper. He wants you to achieve greater things, to fully live out the purpose for which you were created. But to do this, you must trust him, even when the path seems uncertain. You must acknowledge that he is in control, that at every step is part of a greater plan, that every challenge you face has a reason, and that in the end, all things work together for the good of those who love him. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the doors to this understanding, connecting us to divine wisdom and allowing us to see beyond our immediate circumstances. And as we reflect on this, we are called to act. It's not enough to simply feel gratitude. We must express it through our actions, in our relationships, and in our choices. When we are grateful, we become a light to others. Our gratitude overflows, touching the lives of those around us, inspiring them to recognize the blessings in their own lives. This is how God's love spreads, not just as a feeling, but as a transformative force that changes hearts, unites people, and creates a lasting impact in the world. May this moment be a milestone in your journey. May you leave here with a lighter heart, filled with hope, more aware of the blessings that surround you. And above all, may you always remember that God is with you, guiding each step, caring for every detail, and celebrating every small act of gratitude you offer. For it is in gratitude that we find true peace, true joy, and true connection with the Creator. In this moment of profound connection, we are called to recognize the beauty and perfection of God's creation all around us. Every small detail of life, every manifestation of nature is a reminder that God surrounds us with His goodness. How often are we so consumed by daily concerns that we forget to appreciate these wonders? Every sunrise is a renewed opportunity, a unique gift given to us to start again. It's as if God whispers to our hearts, "I am here. Trust in me. Walk with me." That whisper, though gentle, is constant and powerful. It strengthens us, guides us, and assures us that we are never alone. When we look at our own lives, we realize there are countless reasons to be grateful, even when the days seem difficult. Think about the times when you felt you had no strength to carry on, but something within you, like a quiet flame, encouraged you to take one more step. That something is the presence of God. He is always working silently, often behind the scenes, orchestrating encounters, opening doors, and preparing us for moments we may not yet understand. Even in times of greatest pain or doubt, He is there, sustaining each of us with His infinite love. It is in these moments of gratitude and reflection that we recognize how life's challenges are often disguised opportunities. Every difficulty faced, every obstacle overcome is a chance for learning, growth, and transformation. God does not simply watch us from afar. He walks with us, holds our hand, and helps us navigate even the darkest paths. His promise is not to spare us from all hardships, but to ensure we will never face them alone. And when we look back, we often find that the most challenging experiences are the ones that shaped us, made us stronger, and taught us to trust completely in His care. Now, think of all the people who have crossed your path. Some have been with you for a lifetime. Others may have stayed for only a moment, but left a lasting impact. Each one of them was placed in your life for a reason. Perhaps it was to teach you something, to share a joy, to help you carry a burden, or even to show you what to avoid. These connections, no matter how brief, are an essential part of God's plan for each of us. Be grateful for them. Be thankful for the lessons these people brought, for the moments shared, for the memories created. And as we give thanks for the people in our lives, we are also called to reflect on what we have done for them. Are we being a light to those around us? Are we spreading God's love through our words and actions? Gratitude is not just something we feel internally, it must be demonstrated. When we are grateful and express it through acts of kindness and empathy, we truly become instruments of God in the world. Take a moment to imagine what the world would be like if everyone lived with a grateful heart. Picture a place where people recognize the blessings they have, where each individual seeks to spread the goodness they have received. That world may seem far away, but it begins with each of us. It starts with a conscious decision to value what we have, to share what we are given, to live with purpose and intention. And when we do this, we not only transform our own lives, but also leave a meaningful impact on the lives of those around us. Gratitude invites us to trust more fully in God, to place our worries in His hands, and to believe that He is in control of everything. When we acknowledge that He is present in every detail, from the smallest to the grandest, we begin to live with a sense of peace that surpasses all understanding. This peace doesn't come from the absence of problems, but from the assurance that God is with us in every situation, offering His strength and guidance. So, as we continue in this moment of reflection, allow your heart to be filled with that peace. Picture yourself surrounded by a warm embrace, the kind of embrace that can only come from unconditional love, a love that never fails, that never abandons. This is how God loves us. This is how He desires us to live, trusting, giving thanks, and spreading His light to the world. May this be an opportunity to renew your faith, to see your life with fresh eyes, to recognize the blessings that surround you, and to share your gratitude with others. Because when we give thanks, we not only acknowledge what we already have, but also create space for new blessings, new experiences, and a deeper connection with God. May your heart always remain full of gratitude, and may your life be filled with the peace that only He can provide. Each new day is a chance to start over. The simple act of opening your eyes in the morning is an immeasurable gift, a blessing we don't always value as we should. The sunlight streaming through the window, the fresh air filling our lungs, the gentle sounds of life around us, all of these are signs of God's constant care. He wakes us not just to another day of life, but to a new opportunity to do better, to learn, to grow, and to draw closer to His purpose for us. It's as if every sunrise is a silent invitation to live with more intention, more gratitude, more love. Throughout our journey, we often encounter moments of doubt, anxiety, and even fear. It's natural because we are human. Many times we find ourselves worrying about what lies ahead, trapped in an endless search for answers or solutions. But in these moments, we are called to trust, to remember that we are not alone. God is always present, even when life feels uncertain. He asks us to hand over our worries, our burdens, our restlessness to Him. And when we do, when we truly trust in His goodness and wisdom, we experience a peace that only He can provide. Think about how different life would be if we learned to live fully in the present. If, instead of being stuck in the past or worried about the future, we allowed ourselves to appreciate the now. This very moment, as you are here reflecting, is an opportunity for renewal. It is a moment when God is whispering to your heart, reminding you that He is in control, that you don't have to carry your burdens alone. He is by your side, guiding every step, even when the path seems unclear. And it is in the present that we find the greatest reasons to give thanks. Every smile we receive, every moment of joy, every small victory, all of these are reflections of divine goodness. Even the difficult lessons, those that challenge us and push us out of our comfort zones, are blessings in disguise. They teach us, shape us, and prepare us for something greater. God never wastes an experience in our lives. Everything has a purpose, even if we can't see it right away. Now think about your health. How often do we take our physical and mental well-being for granted, assuming it will always be there? But the truth is, every breath, every heartbeat is a miracle in itself. Your body, created so perfectly and intricately, is an invaluable gift from God. Caring for it is a way to honor that gift. Be thankful for the health you have today, no matter its state. Be grateful for the strength that allows you to face challenges, for the energy that helps you fulfill your responsibilities, for the vitality that lets you enjoy life. And if you are struggling with your health, know that God is with you, working on your restoration, offering you comfort and hope. Moreover, think about the people God has placed in your life. Every friend, every family member, every person who has crossed your path, even briefly, has a role in your story. Some of these people are constant sources of joy, while others may have challenged you or taught you valuable lessons. Regardless of the role they play, they are all instruments of God in your journey. Be thankful for them. Be grateful for the moments of connection, for the shared lessons, for the memories created. And as you do, take a moment to reflect on the impact you have on others. How have you demonstrated God's love to the people around you? How have your words and actions spread kindness and compassion? Gratitude, when expressed sincerely, has the power to transform not only our perspective, but also our relationships. It makes us more aware, more present, and more willing to value what truly matters. And when we live with a grateful heart, something magical happens. Our energy shifts, our attitude changes, and we begin to attract more reasons to be thankful. It's as if God is saying, "You've recognized what I've given you. Now I will give you even more." This doesn't mean life will be free of challenges, but it does mean we will face those challenges with renewed strength, with the assurance that God is in control and always has our best interests at heart. As we continue in this moment of reflection, allow yourself to imagine what it would be like to live each day with a heart completely open to gratitude. Imagine waking up every morning with a thank you on your lips before even stepping out of bed. Imagine approaching every situation, whether good or bad, with the confidence that God is working in your favor. Imagine being a source of light and inspiration to others simply by living gratefully and faithfully. This kind of life is not just possible, it's exactly what God desires for each of us. May this moment serve as a powerful reminder that you are deeply loved, cared for, and guided by God. May you leave this reflection with a lighter heart, filled with hope and more open to seeing the blessings around you. And above all, may you never forget that, no matter the circumstances, God is with you, today, tomorrow, and always. Life constantly offers us opportunities to recognize God's presence, even in moments when everything seems silent. It is in the small details, in the simplicity of daily life, that His greatness is revealed. When we pause to observe carefully, we realize that every breath, every heartbeat, every moment of calm is proof of divine care. He not only created the universe, but also watches over every aspect of our lives, even those we consider insignificant. Gratitude, therefore, calls us to see the unseen, to recognize that everything, absolutely everything, is under the attentive gaze of the Creator. On difficult days, when we are overwhelmed by doubt or uncertainty, it is especially important to remember that God is present. He never abandons us, even when we feel the weight of our choices or the circumstances around us. He walks alongside us, often silently, but always offering support. It is in these moments that gratitude becomes most necessary, not because the situation is easy, but because by giving thanks, we remind ourselves that God is still in control. This act of gratitude in the midst of hardship is a sign of faith, a declaration of trust in the greater plan He has for our lives. Think about the times when life seemed too hard to bear, yet somehow you found the strength to keep moving forward. That was no coincidence. God was there, strengthening you, often through unexpected means, a word of comfort, a kind gesture, a moment of inspiration. These moments are reminders that even in the storms, there are reasons to give thanks. To be thankful not only for what is past, but also for what is yet to come, for God is faithful to His promises and always fulfills what He has spoken. When we recognize the blessings around us, no matter how small, we open our hearts to receive even more. And it's not just about receiving. We also become reflections of God's love to the world. Gratitude transforms the way we see life and the way others see us. It makes us a light in times of darkness, an inspiration in moments of doubt, and a source of hope during despair. This transformation begins within us, but quickly spreads, touching the lives of those who cross our path. May you allow yourself in this moment to be filled with the peace that comes from God. May every word of gratitude be a bridge connecting you more deeply to the Creator. And as you look at your life, may you see not only the challenges, but also the opportunities for growth and the constant signs of God's love for you. For He is always present, guiding, strengthening, and loving you today and forever. As we close this moment of reflection and prayer, remember that gratitude is a continuous journey, a path we walk day by day. No matter the circumstances, there is always something to be thankful for. It is this recognition that strengthens us, renews us, and draws us closer to God. Gratitude helps us see life with greater clarity, with deeper purpose, and with the assurance that we are never alone. Each day is a new opportunity to live fully, to spread kindness, and to be a reflection of God's love in the world. Carry in your heart everything that has been shared here. Let these words be seeds planted in your soul, ready to grow and bear fruit in your daily life. From this moment on, commit to noticing the blessings around you, both big and small, and to sharing this feeling with everyone you meet. Your life can be a living testimony of God's goodness, an example of how to live with faith, hope, and above all, gratitude. Before we part, I want to invite you to take a more active part in this journey. If this time of prayer touched your heart, share this video with someone who might also need a message of hope and comfort. It could be a friend, a family member, or even someone going through a difficult moment. Sometimes, a simple gesture like sharing can make a tremendous difference in someone's life. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, you're not just supporting this work. You're also declaring that you want more moments like this, that you want to spread light, faith, and positivity. Turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any content. That way, you'll always stay connected to messages that nourish the soul and strengthen the spirit. Also, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what this message meant to you. Share your experience, your reflections, or even a prayer of gratitude you'd like to offer to our community. Your participation is essential in creating a welcoming space where we can grow together in faith. Now, go forth into the rest of your day with a heart full of peace and purpose. May every action you take be guided by God's light, and may every thought be filled with gratitude and hope. Remember, you are not alone. God is by your side in every step, every decision, every challenge. Live this day with intensity, trusting in His love and cherishing every moment as the precious gift it is. May God bless you today and always. Have a wonderful day, and until the next moment of prayer, we'll be here together, ready to continue this journey of faith, gratitude, and spiritual growth. See you soon.